Vasily Lomachenko with a stunning and almost indescribably great performance leaves us scratching our heads and thinking, who exactly could fight him at his level?
He can do all the crazy training, all the waterworks, the bike riding, all the stuff he wants. When it really comes down to it, I don't care what you say, I can fucking fight.
TBOTE, the best of this era.
Look, Loma's good, boom, 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 and he confuses his guys, and he's good, talented, very talented. But there's levels, bro, there's levels.
If you train physical condition and you train your mind, you'll be the best.
No, he's special. Lomachenko definitely special.
You mentioned a level there. Well, now we're looking at how much better can Lomachenko actually get.
So a lot of fans nowadays, they're only seeing the old Floyd. They're not remembering because they wasn't fans then of the young Floyd. Young Floyd was a beast. He was stopping guys.
Mayweather, a man who has redefined boxing over the past decade.
I wouldn't really want to say, the best pound for pound fighter in the world because, I'm no longer active. I would like to say, the best ever.
A perfect 50-0 record, claiming to have become boxing's first billionaire late last year. His brash and cocky attitude helped transform him into boxing's highest-earning pay-per-view star. Though inside the ring, has proved himself at the highest level, time and time again. Lomachenko, the rising star of today who has become renowned for making his opponents quit. Despite a loss in his second pro fight, the man coined the best amateur of all time has since adjusted perfectly to the professional game and never looked back. Recently beating Linares to become a 3-weight world champion in the least amount of fights ever. He has his eyes on the record books. Similar to our popular Closer Look features, where we preview upcoming fights, we instead merge together a what-if type video, highlighting two of the greatest fighters of recent years. Welcome to A Look Back by Motivedia. For the fight, we would consider a past, lighter version of Mayweather, the 130-pound slick and smooth pretty boy, against the same super featherweight version of Lomachenko, which made 4 fighters quit simultaneously.
Even in the sport, they see me and say, oh, Floyd Mayweather, oh, he's arrogant, oh, he's cocky. Man, say what you want to say. I'm good.
Consistently excellent, Mayweather's strengths lie in his defensive genius. By never facing his opponent square, he instead stands almost side-on, enabling him to dictate the distance and manipulate his opponent. Lomachenko, on the other hand, uses nimble footwork to unsteady the man opposite him, throwing flurries of punches on the way in from overwhelming angles.
Tempting Mariaga, breaking his will every which way.
Every which way, saying that, hey, I am the best. I fear no man.
Tonight, oh goodness, this shot.
Another amazing combination.
Floyd's counterpunches, from his masterful use of the shoulder roll, enabled him to potshot his opponents at will. Despite his big shots lacking any real venom, he excelled at striking cleanly and accurately. Though in the pretty boy days, Floyd could bang with the very best. The question would be whether or not Lomachenko could find a way inside Mayweather's defense or offset his balance with that spectacular movement. However, if Floyd was to have success offensively, we are yet to see Lomachenko fight on the back foot. In the amateurs, Lomachenko is unequaled. His record of 396-1 overwhelms Floyd's 84-8.
So he ain't had 12 fights. He's had over 400 fights. Not only that, how can you call a man the greatest in 12 fights? The reason why we call Muhammad Ali great is because he had a great career. And if you've won 3 weight classes already in 2 years, There's a long time to go.
In the gym, the two fighters would be hard to separate, as both are in immaculate condition and train obsessively. Though Lomachenko's skills and technique could bring the flair and that spark of something new that Mayweather has never faced anything quite like.
You know what you see when you see it, and Lomachenko is different from everybody else in and around the weight division. He is a different kind of special historical talent.
His punches in bunches approach would likely put Floyd onto the back foot, but then that's where he's most comfortable. Mayweather lures his opponents into a reckless attack. Timing their movement and delivering a short, sharp counterpunch is quintessential Mayweather.
If I fight Mayweather and he use this,
yeah, the shoulder, that's very.
Oh, I don't know. I need to sit and think about this. I need
film.
I need. You know, it's not a simple question.
Shut up, boy. Shut up, boy. Shut up, boy. Oh.
He knows what his strength is, and I hate to use this word, but he might even know what his weaknesses are.
It's easy to imagine Lomachenko gliding around Floyd like a figure skater, because that's what we're so used to seeing. But the ring IQ and elusiveness of the American, especially in his heyday, was a spectacle.
If he would have been at the same level at the same time with Floyd or Chavez, people would see the difference.
The fight would most likely play out very similar to the way we had hoped May-Pac would go, where Lomachenko would use a constant in-out movement to prevent Mayweather from getting comfortable. However, it all depends on whether you believe the Lomachenko we see right now has more to offer than the Pac-Man who fought Mayweather back in 2015. Most of which believe he has.
That's it.
Pay very close attention to Lomachenko, everybody. This is a special fighter. Even by special fighter standards, you're watching something special.
What do you think of that, man, at 130, Lomachenko and Mayweather?
I would go with Lomachenko because of his volume punching. You know, Mayweather his defense is incredible.
Yeah. Pretty Boy Floyd was different, bro. Pretty Boy Floyd was different from the older Money May. I go Pretty Boy Floyd. That young boy was trying to get motherfuckers up out of there.
As we continue to see Vasyl take apart his opponents in emphatic style, with trainers throwing in towels as they just don't know how to fight him, does the Ukrainian bring a high-tech package of skills and technique that could simply outclass Floyd and beat him at his own game? It's hard, near impossible to call.
You're still working harder, training harder than you ever have before. What drives you?
To be the best ever. You know, to be an icon in the sport. You know, not just to be an icon in my sport, just to be, you know, a living legend.
This is my dream in professional boxing.
You want to be Muhammad Ali?
I want to be facing boxing in my era.
If you believe that boxing is the art of hitting your opponent without being hit in return, then Floyd truly has a claim to his self-styled TBE moniker. Though, with the arrival of the latest and greatest, alongside Bob Arum's best since Ali quotes,
"This young man is the greatest. Muhammad Ali was the greatest of all time. Vasily Lomachenko is the greatest of our time."
It sends the imagination into overdrive to imagine what would happen if two of the most skilled and technical fighters of all time fought in what would truly be a chess match of the ages. Lomachenko versus Mayweather.
Combinations by Mayweather. Too much speed, maybe too much power too.
Combination upstairs, another combination upstairs. Lomachenko, too much hand speed.
Chopping down with the right hand. Left uppercut just off the line.
Floyd Mayweather is a knockout victory.
Only a special fighter and a special performance wins a matchup like this.